guys, welcome back to our channel. It's me, Eric, one of the education specialists for Easton Bank's Learning and Life Center, and we are back for another video here on our lovely channel. For those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for joining us again for another video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, of course, like this video, comment, share this video, and don't forget to click the notification bell in the top right or left corner of your screen to be notified when we drop new videos, which is every single week. Happy October, everyone. I hope you guys are ready for the spooky season, for the fall, for all the great crops that you can grow this fall in 2024. This year, we have expanded our program to another school. So we will be dropping a garden tour of our second partnership very, very soon. So make sure, again, to subscribe. That'll be the only way you are able to see that garden tour. We have so many crops to get started this fall because we are a bit behind, but we are doing a lot of work to catch up. That's why I'm actually here on my day off. It's Saturday morning, probably afternoon, probably around 12 right now. And I'm here to, as you can already see, I've got some plants out hardening off to get them ready for the upcoming week for them to be transplanted out into the actual garden space. And the students will actually take part in doing that. I am also here to start new seeds, to do a little cleanup, and to actually just get the process going of our fall cleanup so we can prepare for our fall planting. Behind me, I have a few different crops. We have different types of cabbages, some flowers, some lettuces, choy-sum, some cilantro, collards, and cosmos. In today's video, we're going to take you through the different things that we're doing to fall prep for our fall planting, which will be coming up in the next few weeks. Before we get into the actual video, make sure to follow us on our social media accounts. We can be found on TikTok at Project Grape and on Instagram and Facebook at EBLLCINC. Make sure to also check out our website, www.eblllcinc.com, to actually join our newsletter. The newsletter goes out every month. We inform our community about community resources, events happening that we may be a part of, program updates, organization updates. So go over to our website to check that out. Also, we have merch. We have new fall merch coming out very soon, but we do have summer merch like socks and t-shirts, things like that. We do have a windbreaker, but that is all on the website, eblllcinc.com, so check that out. I will put the link in the description box. Okay, now that we've gotten through all of that, let's get into today's video. Okay, coming over to our container garden, we have the last few eggplant, tomatoes, and pepper plants over here. Throughout the next few weeks, we will be taking these into the greenhouse and just, you know, clipping them at the base and revitalizing the soil in the containers to place some cabbages in, because I do want to grow some cabbages in these pots. We have over 50 different plants of cabbages, and some of that is mainly Chinese cabbage. Well, no, it's the Golden Beauty Chinese cabbage, and these pots will be perfect for growing cabbages. So we're not going to leave these plants in too long, and we do need to harvest because there's a lot of fruit on some of these plants. So we'll do that today. All right, some more cabbages and other fall crops. I do need to come spray with some BT that I brought today, but because as you can see, this one at the end, this Chinese cabbage at the end, is being eaten, and that's not good. So I'm going to water the garden today, and then I'll spray before I leave. But we have carrots near them. These carrots were all the way from the spring. I probably will harvest them this week. I'm not sure yet. But all of this is just plants, beans, tomatillos, tomatoes, all from the summer. I may harvest some of these beans, the younger ones, but all of this will be taken down and thrown away because it has a lot of aphids, and I don't want to add that to the compost. So we're just going to do a big haul and just rip all of this out this week during our garden sessions. I made a huge mistake by leaving these cantaloupes in here, and now the ants and other bugs have gotten to them. So I'm sure we're gonna have some volunteer cantaloupe next summer. I do need to come and harvest the okra that is here because it's a lot of it. So I do need to do that. I'll do that before I leave today. And I think what I'll do is just clip back, just take out these peppers. I mean, they're not going to do anything, and this space can just be for our fall crops. I'm going to leave those tomatoes in there because they're doing pretty well. I really do not like this bush here, this thorn bush. I don't know what it is, but it's right here, and it kind of spread through the roots and propagated itself here as well. And I can also see that it's moving from this area into our actual bed. You can see it has the new plants that it's spreading right here. So we have to remove this chunk this week and get rid of it. But it's so thorny, and I don't know. I don't want to do it, but I know we have to, because if not, it's going to keep spreading, and it's a big nuisance. We still haven't harvested the sweet potatoes. We'll do that this Tuesday with our first group of students, so we can just revitalize this bed and get it ready for maybe some carrots and turnips. Maybe I'll ask the students what they want to plant in there. But over here we have more beans. This is another round of beans. Well, one of the last rounds of beans that we have in the garden. And as you can see, they've put a lot of blossoms on. So we'll be harvesting beans soon. We have some greens there. I think that's arugula or rocket salad, either or. And then in the front here, we have radishes, which need some water, but I'm going to harvest from some of them because some of them have sized up a bit, so that's perfect. We have more radish seeds that I brought with me today, and I thought I was going to have enough time to plant them, but it's a bit warm, and I still want to clean up this area right here. I do want to get this area cleaned because the students have been working, different groups of students have been working on this specific area, and it still has a bunch of weeds, and so I just need to rip all of this out today. I'm going to make sure I stay hydrated because it's, as you can see, the sun is out. She's not playing, no games. So I do need to get this out. It's a nuisance, and I don't want these weeds to drop their seeds because that's only going to make the situation worse come spring. So we're going to get rid of all of this today, and I may go ahead and add some fertilizer and what was I going to say? Add some fertilizer and like other soil additives to it, and then plant into it, direct sow into it. I may do that today. And whatever grows, we'll use that compost over there. Where's it at? Can you see it? That compost right there. We're gonna put it on top as like a dressing to bring that soil level a little bit higher. Below, as you can see right there, the soil used to be right here, but now it's all the way down. That's only because of the rain that we got from Hurricane or Tropical Storm Helen. And it kind of washed the soil. It didn't wash it away, it just like displaced it. And so this area back there is so low, and that's not good because when it does rain again, that area back there is going to get flooded. I did bring 2 blocks of coco coir with me, and I did plan on using it, mixing it into the soil. So I may do that, and that'll actually add the component to absorb water and not let the soil be so dry. So I may do that. I think I'll do that. This flower area over here, this has been the last space to be worked on because it still has flowers growing, zinnias, marigolds, and the flowers from the beans growing, and that's still a food source for a lot of the bees and other pollinators in the garden. And so we haven't tackled this area as of yet because we still have flowers growing in the greenhouse and they're not ready to be put out yet. So I'm thinking this week we just come and scrub all of this and have the students directly sow alyssum, some calendula, chamomile, maybe a few more zinnias. They probably won't make it all the way through winter, but maybe we'll get a few buds out of them. Did want to come and show you guys this area. I removed the old sweet basil. I keep calling it sweet basil. Blue spice basil that was growing here. I put it in the greenhouse to save seed from it. And this area will be, I'm gonna direct sow some radishes here. And we have lettuce growing here that I seeded about a week and a half ago. It's starting to pop up slowly, but it's popping up. And I do need to go ahead and water this area and put this cover back on because the sun is really doing the number on these girls. And I also need to spray these collards because something is eating them. So I need to go ahead and spray with the BT that I brought. Hey guys, we are done. I just cleared the area there and I planted about 7-8 crops, I believe. So let me grab the seed packets and show you what crops were just planted. Okay, so we have these lovely Easter blend radishes. They are so cute. They will grow, well, they'll germinate in like 7 days. So next week they should all have germinated and they'll bud. I'm sure they'll have like a nice little small size to them and we'll be able to harvest them very quickly. We also planted these Georgia Southern collards. Then we have these Chioggia, I think that's how you pronounce it, Chioggia beets. They are such a beautiful color and they have such a nice design to them inside. So I can't wait to grow them and show the students what they look like inside and do a taste test. We've also done a taste test with these sweet potatoes right here behind me, which will be harvested this upcoming week. Make sure to stay tuned for that video. We'll do a how to grow / harvest video next week as the students are harvesting. So make sure to stay tuned for that video. We have red Russian kale. We've done pretty well with growing these, not too much trouble. And then we have this premier blend of heirloom kale seeds. Seems like it has the red Russian kale, blue dwarf kale, dinosaur, aka lacinato kale. I wonder what the other two kale varieties are. It says dwarf Siberian improved, but it looks like it has more than just the ones that I've named. So we'll see when these germinate. We have the purple choisum, which is a wild gourmet flavor. It's a Asian green and can be used in Asian cuisines. So excited to harvest that and also see what it tastes like. And then finally we have the Catskill Brussels sprouts. So with the Brussels sprouts and the collards and the kale, since those get big, we put them in between the root crops, the radishes, beets, and turnips. Because the turnips, radish, and beets, they tend to stay low to the ground with their leaves. But the collards, kale, and Brussels sprouts, since they are a brassica, they get big and tend to grow out. So we will need to thin all of these out. I tried not to put so many seeds in each row for each of the varieties, but some seeds did slip out of my hand. So once they all germinate, we will be teaching the students how to thin their seeds and what the purpose of thinning the seeds is. So once they start to germinate, we'll do that. The last area that we have in the garden is the flower patch that I've talked about previously in today's video. And that will be the responsibility of the students to actually, dismantle and get new flowers started for a fall germination. So right now we're in the midst of doing a few different things. We're prepping the garden beds and the buckets, containers, raised beds for fall planting. Got to get you guys on a new angle. Like I mentioned, we're prepping all the garden beds and garden areas for fall planting. We're harvesting what can be harvested from the garden to deliver to families that we're still serving in our community. We're starting new seeds in the greenhouse. We have so many different varieties of vegetables. We have choice some in the greenhouse: golden beauty cabbage, Chinese cabbage, Savoy cabbage, flat Dutch cabbage, what's the cabbage called? It's a globe step, the Copenhagen cabbage. Some students started Swiss chard, pak choi, cosmos, alyssum, coxcomb, calendula, chamomile. It's just so much that is being started right now in the greenhouse, and so we're just trying to. Me mentally, I'm doing my best to just focus on the task at hand, to not overwhelm myself. Even though the fall season can be less stressful, it still has its moments where it's like, okay, this is a lot of food being grown. How do you plan it all out with getting it into the ground at the right time? But we're doing good. We're doing good. And you may be asking, why are you growing so much? It seems like you're running out of space to grow. Well, I'm not gonna show you today. We'll discuss it in a later video, but I have mentioned it before. But the area over there where we had the 6 in-ground rows, that will be raised beds very soon. So we'll be purchasing some raised beds very, very soon. They'll be about this high with my chest, so that the students don't have to bend down so much. But we're gonna put a bunch of raised beds over there. It'll be about 16 to 20 raised beds over there, and we'll be able to grow so much more food. We just don't want to have to deal with retilling the soil or improving the soil. It just took so much for us to get to where we were last year, and we put so many plants over there, and they grew, but they never bore fruit. And it's like, we don't want to waste time. We can't get that time back that we had all throughout the summer. I put so many squash seeds over there. I feel like I put at least 50 squash seeds over there. They all grew. When I tell you they all grew, but none of them got to the point of actually producing fruit. I don't want to waste seed anymore. I don't want to waste time, seed, students' time. I don't want to waste all of that and all the energy that was wasted into getting that area to where it was. We don't have that much time. I mean, we have time, but we have to use our time wisely. And so, raised beds it is. No more in-ground for that area. All right, guys, thanks for watching today's video. That's where we're going to wrap up. I'm going to go ahead and harvest the rest of these peppers and eggplants that we have here. Make sure, like I said before, follow us on our social media. It'll be in the description box below. Also, share this video with those that are interested in gardening. Share our channel with them. Our goal with our channel is to inspire youth and adults alike to try gardening, even if they don't do it full time, or even if it doesn't become a hobby for them. So share our video. We love to have new people that we can share this information with. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest the rest of this, and I thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for the other garden tours that we have coming on our channel very soon, the how-to videos. Make sure to check out this how-to playlist that we have, because we will be expanding it very soon. Until the next video, we'll see you all later in the garden. Bye.